effort, intensity. He's got a smile on his face. He's trying. Do everything you can to leave that pitch the way he did as the hero. You know, the United players didn't invest enough in the game to deserve to come away as winners. And this is a Newcastle team that is really struggling in confidence. Well, before the game, they were second from bottom, and they come away from a game like this with Manchester United, deserved winners. Shouldn't happen.
OK, so that rounds up the weekend scores for you, heading into the international break with those 4 games, of course, that we've had today, and no shortage of headlines and shocks in them. Started with a shock with Spurs defeat, another one for Everton, big win for Liverpool, which looks even bigger now after today's events. Huge one for Villa, a draw between Watford and Sheffield United, and Palace beating West Ham. Today, David Luiz, a first Arsenal goal, has won it for Arsenal. The big story of the day, the champions beaten for only the 4th time at home in the Premier League under Pep Guardiola by 2 Adama Traore goals for Wolves. 4 goals for Frank Lampard's Chelsea, 4 wins in all competitions in a row with that win at St Mary's, and the game we've just witnessed, Matty Longstaff's game, 1-0 Newcastle against Manchester United. So all that means the table looks like this, and the big jumpers on Newcastle out of the bottom 3, up to 16, 8 points from 8 games, and it means Everton, who've lost 5 of their last 6 league games, are now in the bottom 3. Manchester United, who'd already dropped to 12th courtesy of Wolves' win earlier in the day, are in 12th position, but just look at the points tally. They are only 2 points above Everton. They have 9 points from their opening games. That is their worst points tally at this stage of a league season since 1989. Well, most expected that gap at the top to be closed today with Manchester City at home to Wolves. It hasn't been. It is 8 points between Liverpool and Manchester City after 8 games. Arsenal back into the top 3 with that win over Bournemouth at the Emirates. Leicester occupying the other Champions League place, but they are level on points with Chelsea after their 4-1 win at. 7 days ago, it was dire straits for Newcastle. This week, brothers in arms. It's all the Longstaff story. And here are Matty and Sean.
Guys, well done, Matty. Hard to think of a more perfect Premier League debut than that. The winning goal against Manchester United, and with your brother next to you as well.
Yeah, I don't think you...
Can you believe it?
Bit of no, to be honest. Last night you go to bed dreaming of this, and you never think it's really going to happen, so for it to happen, I'm over the moon. I'm a bit speechless.
Sean, proud big brother today?
Yeah, over the moon from, obviously, I've known how hard he's worked, and to be honest, from the first day of pre-season since he's been for, he's probably been the best player, and if I'm being honest, he's been unlucky about the team. With us struggling a little bit, and today he's given a breath of fresh air, and like you said, I couldn't be prouder of him.
Talk us through the last couple of days then, Matty. When did you find out you're in the team? We saw you two walking in together today. What has it been like?
I found out yesterday after training, kind of got the 11 together, and he read the team out, and I was kind of getting ready to go away and do some shooting, thinking that I wasn't going to be part of it, and then he read me name out, and the butterflies started to go yesterday, and then that's when I found out, and just looking forward to it ever since. Then obviously to do it even better. Has
that been the most nerve-wracking part of it? That second he read your name out, that was the best / the worst bit? Yeah, definitely. I think when you read your name out and you realise you want to play in the Premier League in front of Man United, it's the big thing. So yeah, I was buzzing with that. What was it like to play with him? Yeah, it was great. You look at how lively he is. He gets around the pitch. He makes my job a lot easier. And like I said, over the move from last night, he was really quiet. He's normally bouncing around the house shouting, screaming, but yesterday I've never heard him so quiet. And but like I said, today he was outstanding. He deserves all the credit he's going to get. Talk us through those few seconds then as the ball rolls back to you and you shape to shoot. To be honest, I just thought hit and hope, and luckily in the back of the net and ran away celebrating. So it was more of a hit and hope than place it. And the feeling when you see the net bulge? You can't really describe it. Just running away at the fans, cheering it. It's a surreal feeling. And had it not gone in, you'd have been reliving that one that hit the bar forever, wouldn't you? Exactly. I thought it was in the first half, to be honest. So I was a bit disappointed with that one, but to get the one in the second half in front of the Gallagher makes it a little bit more special. What about for the team, Sean? What a moment on the back of last week. Yeah, it's massive. Obviously, last week was unacceptable, but it's one game, and it's a bit like today. You win, but you've got to move on from it. But like I said, it's a great response from everyone, and the lads that played last week and the lads that didn't. It's been a tough week in training, but like I said, as you see, when the stadium's packed and that's us, to be honest. That's us
sort of grafting the result out. That's how we're going to be successful. I've said it before. Another great day, and I'm just over the moon for him and the team.
Looking forward to seeing Mum and Dad now. We saw they were up in the box watching together.
They've probably had a few drinks, the whole family up there, so...
Looked like they might have done.
I'm not sure it'll be too good trying to get them all home now, but it'll be good to see them.
So, Sean, you've got to give your little brother the Man of the Match award. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's great. It means we've won, and obviously if that's over the moon for him, I give it a dummy, and I think to be able to give it to him is a little bit more special.
Okay, Premier League Man of the Match, Matty Longstaff.
Thank you very much. I must have said I thought he was the best player, but I'll take it.
What a script. Their father, David Longstaff, played ice hockey for Great Britain. They grew up just down the coast from Newcastle. I mean, listen, we're all fathers. We've all got sons. I mean, you couldn't script that story, really, could you? In the modern Premier League era, with all the money that's swashing about in the game and the great foreign stars that come to the game and enlighten our game, to get a story like that from grassroots.
But you know, the beautiful thing about football is every time you step on that pitch, you have an opportunity to showcase yourself, whether you're an academy kid, you didn't cost £1, like the Longstaffs, so the two brothers, or you play against a player, whether it's Fred or any of those boys, who cost 50 million. You're on there, you got a chance to show yourself. And those two kids, they did themselves so proud, Newcastle and their dad and their whole family, because they outperformed a Manchester United team that's full of stars. And in the end, football isn't about names, it's about application and effort and intensity. Those boys summed that up, and I thought it was brilliant to watch. I love seeing young kids come through because they invest everything. And right now, United aren't investing everything, and that's why they are where they are, 12. So 2 points off the bottom 3. It doesn't even sound true.
I'm sure all your parents were delighted when you got through, but to get 2 into one team, your boyhood team, and then see the youngest one in his debut strike a ball like he did for the winning goal.
Yeah, that is great, but listening to them, during that interview, it's just Matthew Longstaff. He's like constantly smiling. He's having fun. So, he's like for 5 minutes, he's talking and smiling and enjoying it. And he played so well. Both of them did, really. And that is what I like to see, these guys, and they're still very young. They're just having so much fun. And they are showing it on the pitch and off it. Great.
He said in the interview, was it hit and hope? It was a little bit more than that, Michael, in fairness.
Well, I think when it's rolling back like this, you are thinking, keep it down, knee over and strike it as hard as you can. There's time and a place for hitting it hard, there's a time and a place for finishing, in terms of placing with less power. But at that point, if you side foot it and try to go for a corner, you're not going to get enough power, the goalkeeper will drop his cap on it. So at that point, you're just thinking as hard as you can, knee over the ball, keep it below the bar and smack it. And smack it hard.
I mean, yours at 17 when you came on wasn't a winning goal, but bottle that feeling when you're a young teenager like he has today, at the club he's come through like you did, and that ball hits the back of the net, in a league you've watched from a sofa that you're now scoring in.
Yeah, you've got a couple of different emotions, I think. You live in the present and you're thinking, just this is all my dreams come true. But the dust will settle soon. Maybe it'll take 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, and then you'll start thinking, right, I belong in this team now. I'm going to be starting the next game. Now I've got to become a regular. Now I've got to become an international. So if you think like a champion, if you think that you're going to be a top player for years to come, your mind starts changing, starts developing, starts having different targets. So yes, he'll love it for now. We all should love it for now. I mean, what great seeing someone smiling like that. But as I say, dust will settle and he'll start, right, everyone will be getting carried away around him. He'll start having a different view on life, a different take on his career. And that'll be interesting to see how he does in the coming weeks.
Wow. Just let him enjoy tonight. Good advice. The other side of this story, of course, is another defeat for Manchester United and another away game at 11 now in all competitions without a win. Let's get the thoughts of their manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Ollie, there are mitigating circumstances. You do have a lot of injuries, but do you still expect more from a Manchester United team than that?
Yeah, we're disappointed, of course we are. And as you say, we do lack quite a few key players, but that's no excuse now. With the players, they worked hard, they ran their socks off. At the moment, we're in a position that we're not used to. The boys, some of them lack that little bit of composure and confidence in the last bit, and you can tell we don't create enough chances to win a game of football.
Why don't you create enough chances? It's been going on for a while now, hasn't it?
Yeah, and that's it's symptomatic of where we're at the moment. They're working hard, stick together as a team, but we don't create. You can say, as you started, with loads of injuries and loads of players away, but that's there's some attacking players there away, of course, and we hope and expect them to be coming back firing on all cylinders.
You said before the game, I can't worry, I have to find solutions.
Yeah.
Where are the solutions?
That's the million-dollar question now, isn't it? And it's now, luckily for us, international break. We get time to evaluate what's been going on the first 8 games, because many of the games have been very similar. Of course, we have analysed throughout, but now is a period that you could sit down and hopefully we'll get a few players back. Maybe we'll have to put players. Well, it's my responsibility, and I need to sort their heads out. That's the main thing, because young boys with maybe lacking confidence is they need some help from the experienced players and us as staff. And we're working hard to find out.
Is that the chief problem, do you feel, at the moment? The mentality, the confidence maybe is gone?
Confidence is, they're human beings, good footballers that really want to do well, really working hard in training every single day, and they need to see the results of their hard work. We don't get them results, and of course that's going to affect everyone.
Is Marcus Rashford an example of a very good footballer who's short of confidence at the moment?
Well, he's working hard. As I said at half-time today to the boys, that you feel for him because he's running, and he don't get the service. And that's us. The first half was very poor. That was the poorest we've been, because we gave so many sloppy balls away. We seemed like we couldn't control the ball, and we couldn't find the combinations. And of course, second half we dominate, but we don't create enough.
Is the biggest worry that no matter what you change, things don't seem to improve? Were there echoes today of what happened against West Ham?
We've not changed a lot. We've played the same way. We stuck to the principles that we've had. Still, there's no use me talking about we're doing well defensively. We're not giving too many chances away. Today was a poor goal, our own set piece, and be counter-attacked away from home. We shouldn't do that. We should have learned from last year. Wolverhampton by, I can remember one. There was a couple of others as well. Everton away, and that shouldn't be the case. But they're eager to score goals. They're eager to win the game, because that's what we're trying to do, to win games.
Also, and this is mitigation for the players. Is there a lack of quality? Are they not capable of what previous Manchester United teams were capable of?
Well, the players are working hard, and of course, we've got 6 out today from the starting 11 that started the Chelsea game. So of course, that's going to affect a team, a group of players. It's going to affect results, but we'll work hard and get the quality back.
Work hard and get the quality back. Robin, he said try and sort the players' heads out there. I mean, how does he go about doing that in this current predicament for United?
You can see he's struggling there, if I'm really honest, during this interview. And I get it. It is difficult, if you're the manager of Manchester United in this period of time. So he's searching for words. Maybe choose a few wrong ones there. Because as a player, what does that mean? Yeah, searching. He said something like searching their heads out, or what does that mean? If you're a player, you're a little bit like, my head's fine. Even though that you can see that the players are low in confidence, he needs to find a way to reconnect again and to get them high in confidence. As a manager, when your team is low in confidence, get them up. When they're too high in confidence, when they're becoming a little bit too much, then you have to get them back to the middle again. That's your job. He needs to sort that out. But at the moment, based on this interview and based on what I've seen in the game, I'm not sure if he really knows to find the buttons there.
Think about the start of the game. Juan Mata one position he's never played in the Manchester United shirt is left wing. He starts on the left wing. Everybody moans that he plays on the right. Then he plays on the left for some reason. Pereira is a number 10. He plays on the right. Rashford's struggling for confidence. We're not sure if he's a number 9. He plays up top. Fred feels sorry for him because he's struggling in the United shirt. So you've got so many people in positions which aren't even their own. Ashley Young, he's playing left back. I mean, the only bright spot I'd say today was Tuanzebe. I thought he played really well, but the rest is so far off what you'd expect. I feel sorry for United fans because this is going to take a long time to fix.